Hi there.
Hello there. How you doing, Norm?
Okay, before the crowd joins us, I want to get your approval on something.
Sure.
I was going to ask for any volunteers from this Hebrew class if they wanted to do any of the prayers on the Shabbat Shuvah service. Do you think that would be appropriate or pushing people too much?
It depends how you ask.
Well, I
Don't
will
ask,
ask
but
in
don't push.
I will ask in a very diplomatic way if anybody. I started the conversation at the Manishma this morning,
Hmm.
saying that we're going to have a lay Shabbat, and if anybody wants to volunteer to do any readings, let me know.
Hmm.
That would be the approach that I would take. So, does
Hmm.
that seem reasonable to you?
Sure. One thing to be aware of, as I have a feeling you're going to wind up being the host of the Zoom meeting.
I'm afraid so. Yeah, maybe I can get Hannah to do that.
Well, one thing to be aware of with that is um, the more the more people you have involved in the service volunteering, the more that you need to do making sure that they're unmuted at the right time, then muted again. And so there's more for you to do than as host.
Well, what I was thinking of is, hi there, Natalie. What I was thinking
Hi,
of
Norm.
is
Hi, David.
Hi, Natalie.
try to keep everybody on mute all the time, and
Right.
they just ask people to unmute when they had a speaking part.
That's correct. That's the way to do it.
And then I would say, David, this is, why don't you read on page 12 or whatever it may be to give them a prompt as to exactly when they should come in.
Hmm. Right.
I've observing you pros do it, so I'm trying to learn.
All right. Great.
Your hair looks great, Natalie. You don't have to fix it. It's wonderful, just the way it is.
Yours looks very good too.
I need a haircut badly. Hello.
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 Hello, goodbye.
Hi, Annie.
Hello. I got a haircut this week too.
I got a haircut, but he gets carried away. I say not too short, and he keeps cutting and cutting.
Well, it looks nice.
2 weeks, it'll look better. Thank you.
You look good. It's good now. Who just arrived? Hello, Becky.
Hello. Hello, David.
Hi, Steve.
How are you?
Good.
I want to see those two babies in your screen, Becky.
That was a couple of years ago. So the older one is 10 and the other one is 5. So they
Oh, I
don't look
guess
like that anymore.
it was a few years ago.
Yeah. The kids did that for a surprise for me for my birthday one year, and they all got together and they took a whole bunch of pictures of them and their children and family groups. It was like the best birthday gift ever.
Oh, yeah, nothing better than pictures,
Yeah.
family pictures.
Norm, thank you so much for sending that story about Shanghai. It was very interesting.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to do that this afternoon.
Yeah, Steve is watching it now. I watched it.
Okay, I gotta send this link to somebody because I couldn't find it. I'll be back. Rona can't get on because you didn't have the link. Neither did I. I found an old one.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't send you the link.
Hold on. Can you
Mine-
send her the link right now? I'm trying to find.
Sure, I'll send everybody the link.
Looks like Ruth
Okay.
is voting outside.
See, we're spoiled. Hold
And
on. I'm gonna try to help her out too here.
How are your babies, Natalie?
They're not babies anymore, but they're great.
Yeah.
David, we miss you on Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I missed you too.
The rabbi doesn't sing as good as you.
Don't tell him that.
Well,
That's a compliment.
he has other strengths.
I didn't say he didn't, but we miss your singing and playing.
I appreciate that.
Let's see, Rona.
Oh.
I just got back from work. Did Rona get my?
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
I could hear you, but I couldn't see you.
well, I guess I just got back from work and I'm dealing with, I didn't have the link. It's one of those days and I lost my credit card. So I'm like,
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I gotta be in the house, I think. But ever go shopping and say, oh, I don't have my card.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm set.
Well, I'm going to go back to doing my homework till we get started.
Let me call Rona and say it's on the way.
I sent it to the whole class.
Yeah, but she's, I told her,
That's Rona.
Rhoda's here.
Here, hi. Did I not get your link or what happened?
oh, good. You-
It's my fault. I didn't send it.
Okay.
Let's blame him, huh?
But I just sent it.
You're all
I
set.
guess you got it from,
You're forgiven.
hi Denise.
Hello.
How are
Oh,
you?
no, let's see.
Good. I'm feeling strangely confident about my reading ability.
Yes, you can do all the reading today then.
No,
I'm glad. That's nice.
You're going to impress your kids.
exactly.
You are.
If you want to mute it for a second.
Oh, here's Mike. I was just wondering.
I am.
Hi, Mike.
How you doing?
My granddaughter here with me today.
What was that, Rona?
I have my granddaughter here. She was interested in watching the class.
Excellent. Welcome. What's her name?
Lauren.
Lauren.
Can we see how cute she is?
Hello.
Grown up.
Hi, Teresa.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. For some reason, I can't get into my laptop, so I'm working from my phone, so I might seem a little stressed because I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
But
Working.
can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah. Good to see you and
Okay.
hear you both fine.
Awesome.
You look good. All right. So, hope everybody had a good week.
You did.
Good. And would anyone like to share how they are feeling about the material that we learned in chapter 8 or any questions about it? Yanni.
Question Carol and I had on page 76,
76.
76, line M, the third word.
Of that thing, middle.
So
Piyot. Yeah,
I-
cute.
I think that's piyot, but it could
That's
be
correct.
pivot. So how do you know that it's piyot, not pivot?
That is tricky because you're right that we had said that the yud after an e vowel could be considered part of the vowel, in which case it wouldn't need a vowel for itself. So in that case,
Where's the card
you
that I
could make
have?
the case that it's pivot, but it is
The
piyot.
first page where it's supposed to be.
The yud functions as the consonant and needs that vowel o.
So it's kiyut,
Piyot.
kiyot.
And the last word in that line, the yud is silent. Is that correct?
Correct, pinu. But the one after it is similar The fourth one, peyot. That's also right. And that's always the case. Whenever you have that situation with the yud and that o or u vowel, even if it's the yud follows a vowel that could include the yud, the yud functions as a consonant there. Or another way of looking at it is that it's both part of the vowel and the next consonant.
David, then how would you pronounce the next to last word? Would that be la pidot?
Correct.
Where are you?
Line M, second to last.
Page 76.
Lapidot.
What page? What page are you on?
76.
75th. Okay. You know. Did everybody have a hard time this week? Yes. Thank you. It wasn't just me, huh?
Carol, are you asking about Hebrew or just life in general?
Take it any way you want to, David.
Any other questions about things in this chapter? We're getting, there's a lot of material at this point. You guys are doing so well. I'm so impressed. Teresa?
So I have 3 quick things, and they're really, really quick. Bottom of 82.
82.
I don't know. I actually have not been paying attention what you've been doing. So if you already done that, just skip right over it.
Nope,
Page 82, I, the last word. So Denise and I are questioning the yud. We have no idea what that means. Did you already talk about that?
Yeah, so that ending is a very common ending in which the yud is basically silent.
Okay, that's what we figured.
It's kipu necha. So that necha ending typically has a yud there. So you'll see that a lot. So the yud change your pronunciation.
Okay. The next question, if that's okay.
Sure.
Okay. I'm sorry, I don't want to take up your time. So I actually got the answer to this question from Steve, and I don't have your name up here, and his wife.
Becky.
Becky, I'm sorry, Becky. I'm really, really bad with names. So it's line C on the next page, 83. The third word in, Denise and I tried forever and ever, tried to figure that out. And
sorry.
And they told me what it was.
We told her it was David. No, we told her, I hope we were correct. We said it was Adonai.
Yeah.
So,
But it obviously isn't spelled Adonai.
right.
What word are you saying? The third word?
Jehovah.
So,
That's where you get Jehovah from.
right. So page 83, line C, that's the beginning of Ve'ahavta, the first paragraph of the Shema sequence. And the third word there, that is a great question. I don't know if we've talked about that
I
because
don't think we did. That was, yeah.
so you might wonder, like, it's Yud Hey Vav Hey with some vowels. Why do we say Adonai? So
We do.
we do. And here is an explanation. So there are several names for God in the Torah, and Yud Hey Vav Hey is one of them, and it is, I guess, the most holy of all the names for God in the Torah. And so there's a tradition in Judaism to not pronounce that name. So you probably have heard Jehovah, never said in Judaism. You might have heard Yahweh or Yahweh, also never said in Judaism. I'm just saying them for, those are all theoretical pronunciations of this. In Jewish tradition, there's only one time of the year that that name is pronounced by one person. Not anymore. During the time that the temple in Jerusalem stood, I mean, the temple, not some temple in Jerusalem now. I'm talking about when there was one temple in Jerusalem, and there was a functioning priesthood, the Kohanim, and there was a high priest, the descendant of Aaron. The high priest would go into the temple and go into the most holy room in the temple called the Holy of Holies, Kodesh, Kodashim. We've had that root for Kodesh. So that's the Holy of Holies. And only the high priest could enter that room, and only enter it once a year. And he would pray pronouncing the name Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. And that was the only permitted use of pronouncing that name. But we see it all the time. So it had to be substituted with something so that we could say the prayers and read the Torah. And so it was chosen to substitute it with the word Adonai. Adon means Lord. So the word Adon is also used for like a human royal, just like a lord and lady in England or whatever.
Yeah.
And so Adonai means my, the I is a suffix that means my. So Adonai means my Lord. So that is the substitute that we use for Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh is also known, if you like big Latin words for things, it's known as the Tetragrammaton. And it's because it's a tetra for four. It's a 4-letter special word.
So my trouble with it is, and it's probably going to take me just to get used to it and just kind of have it slap me in the face. But every time I come to that word, and there's a couple in here further down that I try to pronounce it, I'm like, I can't figure this word out. And then it's like, wait a second, that's that word. Is there a way in your mind that you recognize it right away to say Adonai? Because I got used to the 2 yuds next to each other. That's Adonai to me. But so how do you do it?
That's a great point. So if you look down at line G, we have another Adonai. It's also not that yud. That is basically an abbreviation of Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. That developed. Like you might see sometimes the same text. In one place it might have Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, in another place it might have Yud. The Yud is an abbreviation to avoid to avoid even spelling out the full Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, because out of holiness and not wanting to overuse it. I think it's just going to be recognizing it over time.
Think of it as make a little flashcard. Think of it as a sight word, and always think of it as a one piece, and have that card so your brain is going to think of that always one clump as the sight word.
Okay.
And maybe go through a book, and everywhere you see it, point to it, so you got to practice thinking of the whole word and that one, not sounding it out.
It gets a little worse even, because there are 1 or 2 sort of look-alike words that are words that you need to read. I don't know if the reason is that the Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh name, it's a variation of the verb to be.
Okay. To be or not to be.
Right, to be or not to be. In this case, it's to be, not to be.
I think the more you say it, you'll get it.
Yeah,
and so some of the forms of the verb to be look like Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. Like there's a form that's Yud-Hey, Yud-Hey.
Okay.
And like Yihiyah comes up in some prayers. And then there's Haya, there's Hoveh, that look kind of similar. So
Okay.
I think time is going to take care of it, Teresa.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question, same page G, line G. It's in it's the last line of line G, and it's 1, 2, 3, third word from the end. So if you go backwards, so it's the D. It starts with D.
Yeah.
I think Denise and I got stuck on the last part of the word where it's the yud and the V. And there's no vowel with that V. So you just say va.
I'm sorry.
Right. The word, did everybody see where it is?
No.
Yes.
Page 83,
Mhm.
line G, the third word from the end of the whole thing.
Right.
Divarav. Divarav. So that ending is it's a common ending and it's an exception. The
Okay.
yud is silent and it ends with the vav sound.
Okay.
So you might think like we have had the followed by the yud turning into I. So you might think it's divariv, but it's not. It's divarav.
Okay. And that's it.
It's a possessive ending. It means his. So davar means word or thing. So it's like his words, his word. Other questions, Rona?
On page 82, line E, the
82.
last. Yeah. The last word. It's fiat. Is that Sifi-yot?
That is correct, except for the second letter is not fe. It's pay.
Oh, pay. I'm sorry. That's right.
That's because it has a penny in it.
That's right. It has the dot in
Or
it.
Ruth, I never heard this. Ruth said that it has a polka dot in it, right? So either of those is a good way to remember that. So CPO.
So it's a P.
Thank you. The piot.
CPO. Any other questions? All right. I guess we should go on to chapter 9 then.
Oh, here we go. Wow.
We've only got 2 chapters left.
Oh my God.
We're almost finished with this book. Although I'm thinking that like at the end, we might want to do a little review before we go on. But,
I agree. That's good.
But you know, whatever we do after this, after we finish the book, will be review.
Okay.
We'll include review. You know, you really learn this by using it. Oh, look at how cute that cat is that Annie has.
I've seen it. It is cute. A cat without a tail.
Yep.
Without a tail.
But she has tails to tell.
It just makes her even cuter.
Right, yes, good.
All right, so let's turn to pages 86, 87.
86 and 87.
Right. So let's actually do this review here. So look at all the letters we've learned. This is crazy.
I see.
Look at all these letters. Good. So, so tell us. I'm going to call on people, and you just tell me what.
Is this
what the letters are in a group of 3. You could either use the letter's name, or you could use just the sound. All right.
Everybody else.
First 3, Becky.
You can. This one.
Shin, Bet, Tav.
Excellent. Next 3, Steve.
Lamed, Mem, final Mem.
Excellent. Next 3, Mike.
Hey, Resh, Aleph.
Excellent. Next 3, Natalie.
Silent,
Good. It's an ayin.
none, final none.
Excellent. The silent one is ayin, and nun and final nun. Next 3, Rona.
Ha. Oh my goodness. Het.
Good.
Ha. and final cha.
Excellent. Chet, chaf, and final chaf. Or they're really kaf, but we'll call them chaf. Good. Next three, Carol.
Cha, va, and va.
So you duplicated one that Rona said. So start with vav. Second
Okay, vav.
line.
And isn't the last one vav too? Or
It's
maybe,
bet.
yeah.
It's bet. It's bet.
Well, that, I was just doing the va sound. Okay, yes.
Right. So
I
they're
know
both
it's a
V
V.
now. And then the first one on the next line.
For me?
Yes, Carol.
Oh, I think that would be a silent.
Nope.
So
Above
then
it is silent. The iron.
Okay, then that one is za, the T, like
Correct.
the TS, the
Yes.
TS.
Study.
Za,
Study. Good.
body.
Good. Next three, Teresa.
Final the,
Good.
the,
Good.
and yud.
Good. Final tzadi, dalit, and yud. Good. Next three, Norm.
K, K, P.
Good. Kaf, kuf, and pei. Good. All right. So let's go on to vowels. Annie, the first three vowels make what sound?
Ah, ah.
Good.
Yes.
Next group of vowels make what sound, Annie?
Yes, no. That's cute.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Good. And the rest of the line, Annie?
Eh.
Good. All right. Ruthie, read the next line of vowels.
A, U, E, I.
Yeah, I. Like,
Good.
Captain. Yes.
Aye.
Excellent. Excellent. And now we have our 12 basic Jewish vocabulary words. So I'll try something difficult. Oh, Denise didn't go.
No.
Oh, Denise, can you read the first line of words?
Shabbat, Shalom, Torah, Shame, Shema.
Good. Actually, just read all of them, Denise.
Right.
That's your reward.
Baruch,
Good.
Barucha, no, Baracha,
Good.
Teshuva,
Good.
Ahava,
Good. Good.
Mivo, no, that's not right.
Try again. It's a tzadi, the second letter.
Oh, mitzvah.
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 Otherwise known as mitzvah. Right?
Okay.
Boston accent.
Chaim.
That's it. Chaim.
Okay. And tzedakah.
Tzedakah. Yeah. Otherwise known as tzedakah. Right.
Thank you.
So we really didn't spend a whole lot of time on what these words mean. We might have mentioned some of them and skipped a few others when there wasn't time. But let's try this anyway. I'm going to say a meaning and see if anyone can find the word.
Find the word.
I'm going to say a meaning, see if you could find the word. Blessing. blessing.
Baruch.
Close, but no.
Bracha.
Baracha. Correct. Baracha.
Barakah.
Second one on the second line. Baracha means blessing. Good. Repentance.
Shavua. So,
Teshuvah.
Teshuvah. Good. That's timely right now, right?
I was looking over here.
Oh, I was looking.
Okay. Peace.
Shalom.
shalom.
Um,
Shalom, yeah.
Shalom. Good. Commandment.
Mitzvah, where is it? Mitzvah isn't there.
Siva.
Mitzvah.
It's mitzvah, but it's not there.
Yes, it is.
So
The Daka?
the third line, the first one.
Third line, first one is correct. Mitzvah.
Wait, I'm looking the wrong place.
Look above that block, Ruthie. Don't look at the last block.
The root words.
Yeah,
We're
look
not
at the-
doing the root review.
Oh, I'm looking the wrong place. Thank you.
Yeah, the words that Denise read.
Okay, thank you. That's why I couldn't find it. Okay.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Ruth.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, love.
Avad.
Love.
Ahava. I'm sorry.
Ahava is correct.
Ahava is love.
Yes, ahava is love. Charity or justice.
Tzedakah.
Tzedakah, good. Life.
Tzedakah, yeah. What?
Chaim.
What's the word?
I know what she said.
What word, David?
Chaim.
Love.
Life.
What's the English? Life?
Light?
Life. Life. L.
Oh,
Life, l'chaim, like from
life.
on the roof.
Yes. And what we have is l'chaim without the la, because l'chaim means two love.
Chaim.
Two
Chaim.
love means two.
Chaim. Okay.
Chaim.
Good. Listen or hear.
Shema. Shema?
Shema.
Oh,
Last
I think I
first
have
love.
it here.
Name. Name.
Shem.
Name.
Shame. I think that was, praised or blessed.
Baruch.
Not baracha. That
Baruch.
means blessing.
Baruch.
Baruch. Baruch. Praised.
Interesting.
Good. All right, let's go to page 87 and do the new letters.
Norman?
David, I have a question for you.
Sure.
And this goes to, you said it's the next to last chapter, so this is almost like a finishing school question for you.
Okay.
Proper etiquette. I know when someone is reading from the Torah
Yeah.
and they make a mistake, they're corrected. That's accepted procedure.
That is, because the priority is having the Torah read correctly.
But if a leader or anybody is saying a prayer in Hebrew and they mispronounce or they mess up a word or whatever, is it the same, or you just let it pass if you're in the audience and not try to embarrass them?
So
or?
first of all, correcting Torah reading is not for the congregation to do. It's a special job by a special individual called the Gabbai, who is standing next to the Torah reader.
Yeah.
It's that person's job. It's not like you in the fifth row's job of the congregation.
Or what about the rabbi? It's just
the
the
rabbi
Torah?
can do it too, I suppose.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
But you don't correct prayers.
It is what it is. Huh?
Prayer leader, especially when it's me.
What is the name of the person that stands next to that person when they're reading the Torah, just with a very light hit to the back of the head like that when they make the mistake? What is that job?
That's called Gibbs from NCIS.
I was thinking the same thing.
Oh my God, we got NCIS people.
Okay, let's do our new letters before we run out of time.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got sin. That's not a sin like a bad, evil deed. NCIS.
Gibbs.
All right, so sin, this is the same letter really as shin, but it has
Yeah.
the dot on the other
It's on
side.
the other side.
You
Yeah.
might be wondering how to keep that straight.
Chicago?
Here's how we do it with the kids. We say shin shakes right because you shake hands with your right hand. And so when the dot is on the right side, it's a shin. Shin shakes right.
Oh.
Question.
Yes, Denise.
What if you have a sin followed by an O sound? Is it just, how do you know to pronounce it as the correct way?
It'll be the next letter. The vowels will be over the next letter on
Denise
that.
is a very advanced student here. That's a
That's
very
so
good
far
question.
from the truth.
He wants to think of problems for us to solve.
So sometimes the dot in the sin on the left side, it depends on the Siddur. Sometimes you'll have two dots, a separate dot for the O, but usually you have the one dot and it serves double duty. It does two jobs. It's both the sin dot and the O dot.
Okay.
Does that answer the question?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
So we've got sin, and then after that we have another way to make the S sound, the samech. Samech. They both sound identically. They both sound as S as in sit. Then we have pay without the dot, often called fey. It makes the sound F, like in fish. You might be wondering how you could tell the difference between, keep it straight, the two different sounds of the pay with and without the dot. We have Ruthie's polka dot. Or we say that pay has a penny with the kids.
Pay has a penny.
Pay has a penny.
It's a flag. I'm sorry.
This is not a final though, huh?
No, it's a flag.
It's a what?
I say it's it has a flag. The little, that's why I remember it.
Oh, the final fay?
Yeah, either one.
Oh, either one. It does have a flag, sort of.
In the middle like that. Well, that's
So
my
you
brain.
can tell the difference between that and the chaf.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
The final fay, you can see it goes down below the line, like many of the final letters. It looks sort of like the final cuff, but it has a flag.
Does, exactly.
So we have 4 letters here, really 3 and 1 final, but they make 2 sounds, S sound and F sound. So let's just practice at the bottom of the page getting these straight, okay? So would anyone like to start doing 4 letters in line A?
Wow.
Ruthie?
I'll just give the sound, not the names.
Just the sound is fine.
Okay.
Good. All right. The next 4, Teresa?
Tricky.
Good job. Those are kind of lookalikes. You could tell the
That was good.
You could tell the difference. That was very good, Teresa. That the samech is rounded and the final mem is squared. Good. The last 4 of the line, Carol.
I guess mim, well, M, mum, ma,
Mem's
fa,
good.
pa, and fa.
What was the second to last one you said?
Well, it's the P, it's the pa.
Good, good. P and f.
Right.
Right, good. All right, line B. Rona?
I just wanted to ask a question.
Oh, sure.
Why do they call the pay, why do they call the F pay? Why don't they call it fay?
It's a good question.
It is a good question. So the reason is that grammatically, they're the same letter, 2 different variations of the same letter. And so this book is taking the grammatically correct approach of calling pay and fay both pay, because they're really one letter and 2 different variations. Same thing, kaf, with and without the dot, is the same letter. So for the convenience of the student, they're often called pay, fay, kaf, chaf, bet, vet. But in terms of say the word roots, they're one letter. Does that make sense?
I guess so, but it would just be easier if we could call it Faye. I don't know.
On the inside of the front cover, it actually is pronounced with Fey, where the alphabet is for us.
The inside back cover?
No,
The
front.
front
On the
cover.
inside of the front cover is the alphabet. And if you go down, it has Fey as well as Pay there.
Yours is on the front cover, mine's the back cover.
Mine's the back cover too.
Yeah.
Oh, ours is on the inside of the front. So the vowels are on the inside of the back cover in our book,
Is
and the
back.
alphabet is on the inside
Depends
of the
which
front
way.
cover.
Hebrew or English book, what do you mean?
Yeah, Hebrew.
Mine says
Book is the back.
Aleph, bet with a dot, bet without a dot, bet.
Right.
So it has it both ways, kind of?
Right. So if you come down to, F, if you go, it says pay, and then it's without a dot, Fay. And then after that, Fay, soft final, pay. So it does show Fay, F-E-Y, on F as in fish.
Where are you looking?
Yeah, it does.
Mm.
Just pay without a dot is FEI, right? F is in
So it
fish.
does call it Fay at least on the inside of our cover that has the alphabet.
That's interesting.
It doesn't call it pay, parentheses, without a dot, comma, Fay.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's saying that the correct name is pay.
Oh, I thought it was saying you could do it either way.
You could
No,
do it either way,
Pay.
you know.
Okay, so we can do it either
It's
way.
two different approaches. But if you call it Fay, it's absolutely fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to line B. Would someone like to do that?
See?
How about Norm?
I was shaking my head, no.
Oh, okay. I'll take it back.
B would be the F sound, the K sound, and the F sound.
Make the sound.
So with the second one,
The second one I always mess up.
Final curve.
That would be the
yeah, the final chaf. Final chaf.
P, so it would be chrop. P-R and a P. Sorry,
No,
I'm messing
no
up.
R.
Speak
No
the
R.
word.
Down.
There's no vowels you can't
I had
read.
it right the first time. F sound, the
Norm,
ch, and the F sound.
Norm, the fourth one is what?
Oh, the fourth one is a K sound.
K sound.
Make
Good.
the sound.
Good. All right, next for Rona.
Sure. S, F, P. And final none.
Final none. So we got Tzadi, final Tzadi, final
Tzadi,
Fay,
and
final
final
none.
none.
Good. Good. Rest of that line, Becky.
Final chet, final pay, pay, whatever,
Good.
and final pay.
Final
That's-
Fay.
Oh,
And the last one,
it's a final none.
final none. Good. All right, line C. First four, Steve.
K. Ch. No, K also, I'm sorry, right. K, final, Fay, and P.
Good job. You already went, right, Becky?
Yes, right
just
before
now,
me.
yeah.
Okay. Mike.
That would be the Fay, the Kuf, Daled, Samach.
Good job. Last four, Natalie.
Final mem, sin, shin, sin.
Good
Right.
job. All right, let's turn the page. Line D, could you do the first four, Denise?
Sue, so.
Good job. All right, next for Annie.
Say, Fay, Fee, Fa.
It's not fa. Try it again.
Fi,
Fi.
Fi.
That's the
I
final.
lost it.
All right, the last two of that line, Ruthie.
Fa, fa, fo, fo, fa.
It's almost fee, fi, fo, fum.
No, it's not.
Line E, the first two, Ruthie.
Let's see. Pe, pe,
Good.
se. I'm sorry, you said two. I'm sorry.
Is there anyone who hasn't gone with this?
I haven't done it yet.
Okay, Carol, could you do the rest, the next four?
Se, sid,
Oh, no.
si,
Good.
P, fee.
Good. One more, Carol.
Okay, foo.
Oh, good job, Carol. Good. So let's do a little breakout, and I would read on from here, look from line F to P, and if you finish that, go on to page 89. Okay.
What do you say?
Oh, let's just go over this. Let's go over. There's no new vowel, but there's look at the table in the middle of the page.
The ka.
So chet with the the single line vowel under it, that looks like cha, has a special pronunciation only when it's at the end of a word.
Oh my gosh.
Only at the end of the word, it's reversed. It's ach. At the beginning or middle of a word, it's cha.
How do you remember this?
The same way you remember anything else. Repetition.
Okay. Ka.
So for example, the first word in line A, is siach. Siach.
And ro.
Siach. Would anyone volunteer to read the second word in line A?
I will. I'm going to say ruach.
Correct. Third word in line A, volunteer. Ruthie?
Luach.
Luach, that means calendar.
Oh.
Fourth word in line A, a volunteer, Steve?
Moa.
Good. Fifth word in line A, Denise?
Zorei.
Fifth word, o-re-ach. O-re-ach. You see that?
Yeah.
O-re-ach. Good. Second to last word in line A?
I'll do it. Bo-re-ach.
Good. Bo-re-ach. Last word in line A, which means moon, by the way.
Urea?
Moon.
Who said it?
Urea?
Yareach. Yareach. Good. So when I put you in breakout groups, actually read these four lines on page 89 first, and then go back and read the rest of page 88.
Beginning of the middle of the it's ha. At the end, it's
Oh, no, it's at the end, it's
This is usual. It's only at the end that's
there it is, John.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, the four of us. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Rona.
Rona, go ahead. You say you want to do the first line again.
Okay. Shiach, Ruach, Luach, Moach, Oreach, Boreach, Yareach.
Beautiful reading, Rona.
Thank you. We have 3 people in our room, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Mishaleach.
Good.
Mifa Yeach.
Yeah, that's a crazy word.
Not wait. Hey Neach.
Good.
Heyra Heyak.
Good.
No. Heyra Kayak.
Yep.
He ka Fayak.
Good job, Ruthie. Those are tricky words.
They are.
I have no idea what I read though. No meaning.
I'm not sure what some of those are either.
On line D, the second word, what was that again?
I'm sorry. Mifa Yayak.
That's correct.
Oh, it's not Mifai, yeah.
It's if you go each
Yeah.
letter.
If you say it fast, there's not much difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're next, Denise.
Okay. How about Vikuch? No. Vikuch? I don't know.
Do the ending.
Vikuch? Vikucha? No.
Look at the ending, it's ak. Always ak.
Vikuach?
Vikuach, that's it.
Okay. Heat.
That's tough.
Oh no. Heat. Va. Heach.
Bravo.
Nice.
Bravo.
Kureach.
It's not ooh.
Kureach.
It's not ooh.
Look
It's
at the
not
second letter.
Oh,
Look
I'm sorry.
carefully. Look above it.
Koreach.
That's
good.
Okay. Soleach.
Good.
Good job.
And Le Roach.
That's it. Bravo.
Hard and done good.
Hey, Rona, you want to
Go
go?
to another room. Other people might need my help.
Thank
But
you.
it's just incredible.
No, we like having your company, of course. Go ahead. Ronnie, you're next.
Sri.
Which one are you doing?
I'm doing the third word now.
Okay.
Sharif.
Yep.
Chariyah. No. Charif. The fourth word. Charif.
Harif.
What
Fifth
line?
Isn't that an F sound at the end?
That's correct. Harif. You know what that means? Spicy.
What is it?
Spicy.
What did you say?
Spicy. Like hot food.
Okay, the fifth word is Varif.
Good.
Sharif.
Good.
That's in Omar.
Yeah.
Sidor.
Yes.
Sipor.
Yeah.
Sibor. Sehor.
Yeah.
Seymour.
Yeah.
Mecor. Oh, Secor.
Yeah.
That's it. Good job.
Mevusa. Mevusam.
Yeah.
Mevusas.
Yes.
Mevulam. No. Mevulas.
That's it.
Mevulam.
Good job, Norm. You
Those
guys.
good guesses. I knew you were there, so I was guessing real hard.
Yeah. So fa.
Good.
Rofe. No. Nofeh.
Good.
Sofeh.
Good.
Yofeh.
hmm
Tofeh.
Good job, everyone. I think I better get to a room where people need my help.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Good job.
It's so hard to see on these, Becky. I think it's the it's half.
Half
Mm-hmm.
and half.
Oh, David, since you just came on, we have 3 questions on row G, page 88, row G, the third word from the end. Is it case?
Correct.
Okay, and then the last word in the next in H, is that psi or sa?
Psi.
It is psi. And does that mean that the next first letter in I, is that pi or pa?
Pi.
So then the next one is also 5.
Phi.
Okay.
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Okay. I'll
You
keep
came
going.
at just the right time for us, David.
Good.
All
I'll
right,
do-
so
Do
go
J.
ahead. Go
Where were
ahead.
we?
I think it's Annie to do
Row J.
row J. Thank you.
Nafal. Afal. Hafal.
Right.
Shafal. Kafal. And Safal.
Very good. Very
Beautiful,
quick.
Annie.
This is a good group.
Good.
All right. So yeep, so yeef,
Wait.
Sarif,
Wait. Do that first one again.
so, oh, I'm sorry. Saif.
That's it.
I actually saw a dot at the end of the top part of the Y the way I was looking. Got it. Saif, Sarif, Zarif, Harif, Varif, Sharif.
Excellent. Good
All
job.
right, Becky.
Sidor,
Oh, book.
Mm-hmm.
Sipur,
Mm-hmm.
Sibur,
Mm-hmm.
Sihur,
Mm-hmm.
Simur,
Yep.
Sikur.
Good job.
Very
You guys
good.
are doing beautifully. I'm going to go to another
We have a
room.
good teacher.
Good teacher requires good students.
Grew up in, the Eastern school system, but now what's happening with the virus, that's scary as hell.
Yeah.
I
see David's with us, right?
I'm sorry?
I think David's with us right now. David joined us.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, we're having a discussion. We already, we did our homework.
You want to do? We did the practice reading for the vowel at the end. That was very interesting.
Good.
Very
So I'll start with the F. I'll do F, the whole line. So that's Soph.
That's it.
Toph.
Good.
Oaf.
That's it.
Yaf.
There's no ya.
There's no ya.
There's no
Oh
ya.
yeah. Off.
That's it.
Okay. Cough.
Mm-hmm.
Naf.
That's it.
Deef.
Good.
Leaf.
Good job.
Okay. So I'm going to do shum, sum, sukh.
Nope. Try that one again.
Isn't that the TS? So,
the first two letters were, the first letter and the vowel were right, but the last one.
I know, it's hard. That's so hard to get out of my mouth. Sus. I can't say it.
Correct. That means
why is that so hard for me? Okay. Moose,
Good.
Mace.
Nope. Dot.
Oh, mace.
Mace.
Mace. Okay. Case.
Good.
S. And yuck. Yes. Yuck. Yeah. Yuck. I
Do
can't
the
say
last. Do the last two again, Carol.
Kess
Yes. Kess. Good.
and yes.
Kess and yes. Good. All right. Good job.
Okay. Pete's,
Good.
feet's,
Good.
fate's,
Good.
late's,
Hmm.
let's,
Good.
set's,
Good.
seth,
Mm-hmm.
sech,
Good.
sigh,
Good. All right, Carol. Row
Okay.
I.
P. I think that's two dots, right? Peace.
No. Row I. It's a line.
No, I know. Oh, it's a lot. I'm gonna turn my light on. I can't see. I'm in the darkness in my house here.
The challenges are different in this group than it is with the kids.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Pause.
Well,
No, it's not. I'm looking at that as a P and it's not a P.
it's a P. It's a P.
Okay, that's what I did then. Isn't it pa?
So with a yud after it is what?
With the IE sound.
I.
Mhm.
Pie.
Pie.
Pie. Okay.
Apple pie.
Okay, so this would be phi,
Good.
fair,
Good.
save,
Good.
save,
Good.
sock,
Soft. Yeah.
cock,
Good.
and coke. No, coke.
Yeah. Cof.
Like you want a Coke or something?
Cof. Ends with an F sound.
Okay, why do
Good.
I keep thinking that's a K, but okay.
All right. I'm going to leave the room and then bring us all back because
Okay.
class is about over.
Oh,
See you later.
you're right.
I'm back.
You're back early, Norm.
Well, we didn't know we had finished, and we thought we were supposed to leave the room, and I pressed a couple of buttons.
You guys are quick.
All right, I got two volunteers. Mr. Bayrock, Natalie's going to do Mr. Bayrock, and Mike said he's going to do the Kaddish.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Here we are back again.
Hello again. I hear you've been
Mike, we'll
recruited.
double your compensation that we normally do. Teresa,
I got homework to do.
you
I-
asked a question before, and my trick to see the
Mm.
Adonai is if I start sounding it out and I'm getting a Yov, Y-O-V sound, I know it's Adonai.
Okay.
What's what?
Yov.
Teresa had asked the question, is there a little trick or something you can remember not to say Yoveh? And that was my trick.
What was the trick, Norm?
If I start
Yo.
sounding it, if I'm in a passage I'm not familiar with, and I start sounding it out, and
There she is.
I get the Y-O-V sound, I know there's very few words you ever hear of it with starting with that in Hebrew, so I automatically say Adonai.
Okay, thank you.
That's a good one.
These are
Okay.
So much to think about this week, Ruthie. I don't know.
No, you're doing okay.
I found this chapter harder for me, yeah, the F.
Does anyone have any questions about what we did?
No, I just have to go over it more.
So let's go over the calendar first and then the homework.
Okay.
So,
Okay, calendar.
so,
There's nothing next week, there's nothing the week after.
right.
Oh, I
Did
have
you say the Hebrew word for calendar?
Yeah, right, he did.
That was in this chapter.
Yeah,
Luach.
what was that word?
Luach.
Luach.
Luau? Where's it, Luau?
I'll find it for you.
I have you we're going to be on, October 1st.
Yeah, he'll give us
So
the
the
calendar.
word for calendar is on page 89, the third word. On line
89.
89, line A, the third word means calendar.
Lucha?
Luach.
Lucha?
Luach.
Lucha.
Luach.
Say it again?
Luach.
Luach.
So guys, here's the upcoming Luach.
Good.
No
Luach.
class on September 17th, the day before Rosh Hashanah. No class
Right.
September 24th,
Right.
the Thursday between Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. Our next class is October 1st.
What I have in my calendar. Yeah, okay.
Okay. So homework, we didn't read most of the examples in this chapter, but we did really cover all the practical material in the chapter. So I would like you to read the whole chapter 9.
That a big chapter? Oh, yeah.
Read the whole chapter 9. If you have, if you're super busy with the high holy days like I am, do what you can. For the homework, I would like you to do the reading practice on page 89 again.
Okay.
And I'd like you to do the reading practice on pages 94 through 97, as much of it as you have a desire to do.
Okay.
That's going to keep us busy.
So
We have 2 weeks though,
you have
so.
3 weeks. You've got 3 weeks, guys.
No, it's fine.
So I would encourage you, if your schedule allows it, meet with your study partner, your Chavruta,
How do you spell Havruta?
once a week for 3 times. What?
How do you spell Havruta? In English or in English? In English.
In English?
Yeah. H-A. I don't know if I'm hearing it, that's why.
C-H.
Oh, okay, C-H.
E-V.
E-V.
R-U-T-A-H.
Okay, thank you.
In
And what is
Hebrew,
that?
Chavruta means partner.
It means, I'm sorry,
Partner.
a partner.
Could it be
Oh,
study
okay.
partner only, or could it be like a marriage partner?
It's more like, it's more a study partner. There's other words are used for a marriage
Yeah,
partner.
so it's specific to really a study partner, basically?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought, thank you.
So so meet once a week with your chavruta if you're able, and work your way through it.
Okay.
All right. And
Okay.
it's also good to practice reading it out loud on your own.
Yourself.
I'll record as much of it as I think makes sense and send it out probably tomorrow. All right.
Those recordings are very
wish
helpful,
everyone-
David.
What was that?
Those recordings are very helpful. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Good.
Thank you for being our instructor. You're wonderful.
Thank you very much. I'd like to wish everyone a Shana Tova Umetuka, a happy and sweet year coming up.
Same to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
Maybe a better year than this
You and
last.
your family.
Thank
David,
you.
can you leave
Remember the cat.
can you leave Annie and Becky and I on for a second before you close it all up? We were in the middle of a conversation when you brought us all back. We wanted to finish it.
Sure.
Is that possible?
Guys.
Sure.
Take
Hey, we were
care.
talking about Ruthie.
All right.
You know when I'm not invited. Okay, bye.
We're talking about Norm behind his back.
Thank you, everybody.
Back to the Y. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so Annie, you were going to tell us what you guys are doing.
We've been doing a lot of hiking.
Oh, good for you.
We
Where?
went out, well, various places in the trustees of the reservation. So we've been to this place in Dover, which is beautiful. These places are so beautifully maintained, and there's great signage. You can't get lost. We've been to Dover, we've been to Petersham, and we've been to South Hamilton. So it's been really
Do-
nice.
Is Naonet the one that's in Dover?
Yeah, yeah.
Naonet, that was a beautiful one. And
Who
yeah,
in-
Appleton Farm.
You.
What? Who invited me? All
No,
right,
you're
I'm not wanted.
you're very welcome. We didn't want to do it with everybody else. No, David, you could stay.
He doesn't want to.
No, we didn't know if everybody else would. She had asked Becky and I, well, when we finished doing all the reading, we still had a couple of minutes. So she had asked Becky and I what we were doing, and we answered. And then there was, when she started to tell us what she was doing, you brought us back before she was able to say. So we wanted to hear what she'd been doing. But you're definitely welcome to stay and tell us what you've been doing. You haven't been busy at all at this time of year.
Got nothing to do.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working, but part-time, so I have a little bit of that structure. And yeah, we haven't really been eating out, but we have been cooking up a storm, and we've had some friends over because we have a really big back porch.
Oh, that's nice.
14 feet long, so we've had like one group or one person at a time, and that's been really delightful. Yeah.
We did a couple of those too. We have a porch downstairs at a little wooden raised porch. The little wooden raised porch, which is off our main level, is too small to bring any people out. It's where the barbecue is. But downstairs, we finished with pavers. The only problem is it got so hot. We were having people over for lunch, and I would barbecue and bring it down, and I'd be soaking wet. So we had stopped inviting people over. We're probably going to start again now that it's cooling off.
Yeah, it's really it can't be too hot. It can't be raining. It can't be cold.
Yeah.
A little narrow.
Yeah, we also have been cooking a lot. You know what Becky's been doing lately? If you want to try something different, if you haven't already done this, Becky's been buying unusual pastas that you can make. One made with edamame, one made with chickpeas, one made with lentils. So just trying to eat healthier because regular pasta is not necessarily the best thing for you. So she's prepared 2 of those 3 so far the last couple of weeks.
Are they
and
good?
They've been okay.
Yeah, the red lentil, I think I'm going to save for when we start making soups. We'll put it in the soup because it's a little.
Or people we have over we don't like.
Or
so
people,
we can start doing
The
that.
consistency of some of these things, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But the second one,
Yeah, it was edamame. That was good.
that one wasn't bad, and we don't know yet about the chickpea one. We're gonna
Although
try that next week.
Yeah, my daughter said that the chickpea is actually